Beyond Wainfawr, the line will head towards Rhydd, Beddgelert, and through the Aberglaslyn Pass to Porthmadoc. Once there, it will connect with the Ffestiniog Railway, which is the parent company, and create a 40-mile journey by narrow gauge. From the Porthmadoc end of the line, the original North Wales narrow gauge are on the opposite direction as far as Dinas, just short of Caernarfon. The rebirth of the Welsh Highland Railway at present runs 1 mile to Penamount, but now it has a green light to extend towards Nantmore and Beddgelert. Russell is a small side tank engine, built by Hunslet in 1906. She has been fully restored and is the only surviving loco from the original railway. This is the holiday resort of Tywyn, on the Cambrian coast in mid-Wales. It has a mainline station for the coastal run from Porthmadoc. It is the starting point for the famous Llyn narrow gauge railway. This was first opened to passengers in 1865, and it runs inland from Tywyn for 7.5 miles to Llangollen. In 1951, this railway was saved from closure by the Llyn Railway Preservation Society, the first such organisation in the world. As with most narrow-gauge railways, it started life in the mid-19th century to haul slate from the quarries to the coast. It has a rather unusual gauge of 2 foot 3 inches. After leaving the main station at Llyn, we passed the workshops at Penrith. Next is the small station of Llyn.
Not a clue.
After Bryn Glas, the next stop is Dolgoch Falls, with a chance to stop off to visit the local waterfalls. Llangollen is the main inland station, and the starting point for many forest walks. And half a mile further up the line is the terminus of Llangollen. Just a little further up the valley is the beautiful lake of Llyn, in the shadow of the Cadair Idris range.
Last but not least is the miniature railway of Fairbourne and Barmouth, also on the Cambrian coast. On this occasion, it is being visited by Thomas the Tank Engine and friends. This line runs for 2.5 miles from the small resort of Fairbourne, along the sand dunes of Cardigan Bay to Penryn Point. It's a small spur of land jutting into the Mawddach estuary. A fleet of small ferries is at the ready for the crossing to Barmouth. The line was originally laid in 1895 by a Mr. Arthur MacDougall, famous for his self-raising flour. It was a 2-foot gauge horse-drawn tramway to transport building materials for the construction of Fairbourne village. By 1916, this gave way to a 15-inch gauge miniature steam railway. By 1983, the now bankrupt railway was purchased by pop musician John Ellerton, who restored and rebuilt the line to its present 12.25-inch gauge. All these engines are scale miniatures of the real thing.
The driver did. Well, we hope you enjoyed our journey around the little trains of North Wales. We certainly enjoyed visiting them and putting this film together. All our thanks must go to the Railway Preservation Societies, without whom most of these railways would not be here for us to enjoy today. So until our next journey, it's cheerio for now. Hwyl fawr.